Wow, what is that? Well, happy birthday to me. I don't know what's going on. It's like just before we got ready to go on the air, everything went awry. So, happy birthday to me. So glad for everyone who's joining me. I'm so excited about today. 63. God has been faithful. I woke up this morning with CC Winans on my mind, and I'm so excited to be starting another chapter in my life. I have my co-host, Dr. J.R. Thicklin. We've been away for a minute, but here he is.
Well, happy birthday to you. You make 63 look so free. Okay. definitely you have defied the age gods at age 63. And it is just a blessing to be back together for man. It's been a few months and so much has happened since that time, but we're grateful to be back and we're grateful to be able to celebrate chapter 63 of your life because the previous 62 chapters have been nothing short of phenomenal. It has made a difference. It has shaped the narrative for who you are. And when you talk about a rise, you define what a rise is. You have had to rise from many things and you have continued to soar. So tonight is about celebrating you and recognizing the fact that on this day, 63 years ago, the earth changed forever.
Wow, that's a long time.
And the best is yet to come.
Long time ago. I was talking with my classmate, Joseph Middleton. He gives me a call every year for my birthday. And I was like, wow, how long has it been? He says, we've been out of high school 45 years. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. He's like, yeah. I said, every now and then my body moves a little slow and I'm be like, okay, yeah, you need to come on align with my mind. Because in my mind, I feel like everything's okay.
Well, as long as you have that in your mind, I think that the body will follow. We just do the things that need to happen. The thing that I'm excited about, and that I look at the fact that God has preserved you with soundness and health, provision and wealth and protection and favor. All those things has been your portion. And the thing about it tonight, when we look at you, the 63, like I say, you make 63 look so free. But the thing I think that is so incredible about this time as we are seasoning, as we are getting older and seasoning, is that our mindset doesn't change to think of ourselves as declining, but seeing ourselves expanding. A great man of God shared something with me about a month ago, and he said to me as he was talking, he said, I want to remind you that your best years are ahead of you. I said, I believe that. He said, your age is not your cage.
Wow, I like that.
Right there. I dropped the mic right there. So your age is not your cage, and that's why we can say happy birthday.
Well, I appreciate you, Dr. J, always having my back and all these technical difficulties. Well, I'm 63. I can have errors with my laptop. I'm a senior citizen.
Absolutely. You get a chance to do that. Listen, you've earned it. It's your birthday. Listen here, the whole audience out there need to understand. Listen here, this is the time to rejoice. And once again, the new chapter, the chapter next is so important. And I do believe that the rest of your life is the best of your life. And I don't subscribe to my better days are behind me. I think that my better days are yet before me because there's still things to be discovered, to be developed, to be unhatch and release. And so that's why it's a time to celebrate these 63 years that you've now reached the milestones. And hey, the best is yet to come.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the best. I have some of my family and friends in the audience. Let me click in right now to my little grandson.
Look at here.
I gotta add him in.
Happy birthday, Nana.
Hello.
Happy birthday, Nana.
There's my mom. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nana. He's partying.
It's my birthday.
He's partying all by himself.
He's partying.
Yes, he's getting the
Yeah.
party started for
Nana.
Nana.
Say hi. Kiss, kiss.
Hi.
Hi. Say happy
Nana loves
birthday.
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's my
Happy
birthday.
Yeah, say happy birthday, Nana.
Yes.
Woo.
This is great.
These things bring me joy. Thank you for
Absolutely.
chiming in, Sarah. I
Of
appreciate
course.
you.
Love you.
And
Happy
your
Absolutely.
birthday.
birthday is coming up October 7th.
That's right. October babies.
So
All
happy
right.
birthday to my beautiful daughter-in-law, Sarah.
Thank
That's a
you.
great day, Sarah. My daughter's birthday is October the 7th. So great.
October's for the best.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
All right. Happy
Love
birthday.
you.
Love you too.
Now
Yes,
I
it
have
is.
my cousin Debbie chiming in.
Hi, cousin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Happy birthday to the. I tell you, you are the most beautiful person inside and out. You're always looking out for everybody, and you're an inspiration. And we all love you. Yes, that's my cousin
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You know a lot of my journey, and you know when I was
Girl.
living homeless in the garage, me and my kids, but God
Yep.
has been faithful.
I tell you, you teach people how to just keep reaching. Don't give up. Just keep it going. If you can wake up in the morning, let's say if you can look up, you
Look
can
up,
get
you
up.
can get up.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Love
That's
you,
it.
girl.
That is it. Have to keep doing it, have to keep moving forward. So I am so excited and happy about this new dispensation of my life. And I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to give more. Every day I ask God, who can I bless? And that's where I am. I want to be a blessing to people, not just financially, but be able to help them lift up their day.
Girl, when they see you and they see that you are just keep moving forward, you are an inspiration all by yourself. And we love you. That's my cousin. We love you, girl.
Thank you so much. Thanks for dropping
Absolutely.
by, Debbie.
All right.
All
Love
See you
right.
you.
soon. Bye.
Wow, Dr. Val is glad that everybody and anyone knows that there are a lot of people that's out in the audience on Facebook are wishing you happy birthday, Julie Lampkin and Dr. Alicia Jordan, one of our former
Oh,
guests.
that's my cousin.
Yeah, and then you got our dear friend Glenn Brooks, all of them, Faith Pretty Jenkins, all of these individuals, Vanessa Edwards, they're always wishing you happy birthday on this day here. And Ruben Cordoba, happy birthday. And
Oh,
so, all these individuals in one way or another have intersected with you. And it's interesting because life is a journey. It really is,
it
and
is.
some people meet you at mile marker 1, others might not encounter you to mile marker 45. And then there are some that may be encountering you at mile marker 63 right now. But no matter where they encounter you, they're encountering you on their journey, and they're part of your journey as well. So that's one reason I say the best is still ahead of you. There are more books inside of you. There are more seminars inside of you. And there's just more that you still have to give. So that's why your best is yet to come.
Well, I have another guest that's with it, my girl Veronica.
Hey,
Hey.
here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valorie. Happy birthday to you. We love you, we do. 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 Happy
All right.
birthday, girl.
Girl, yay!
Look at there. We get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
I put on all this makeup so my face won't crack, and you guys are making me just smile.
Listen at you. You're absolutely gorgeous and always so encouraging and just, you're a blessing to everybody. I mean, just everywhere you go, you could just be walking to the store and you just, it's just automatically there.
I know my husband be talking about, babe, do you have to talk to everybody?
Yeah.
It's just who I am. I love people. And, Veronica, part of my testimony. And
Yes.
when you've been where I've been, you can't help but try to be nice to other people, because by the grace of God,
Yeah.
of God, there goes I. Who would have thought, that I would have went through. And this is Domestic Violence Month. And those of you that follow me know my foundation is the Soul of a Woman Foundation. So this little circle thing here at the top of the screen, that's how you get to my website. So in lieu of birthday,
okay,
partner with me for my birthday.
Oh yeah,
this
I'm
is a
already there.
birthday and fundraiser. So I appreciate y'all supporting me and always standing with me. Veronica, you and Glenn, always there by my side.
You are
I can
amazing.
call up the phone and say, hey, I got somebody that needs something, and you guys are always there to back me up. And I appreciate that so much.
Oh, we love you. Look at him. He eating popcorn. He like he's seeing a movie. Oh my God. He said, because the birthday girl need to be over here eating cake and popcorn.
I was eating cake and popcorn and stuff all week. Me and Alex said that we need to start doing something because this middle-aged spread is getting ready to set in.
Oh, you got a ways to go, girl. Yeah, y'all coming. You guys are coming to Texas. Oh, y'all right?
Yeah, we gotta come to Texas.
All right.
Yeah, we just hang out in the house. Okay. Yeah, I know you got a whole bunch of people, Dr.
Thank
Valorie.
you so much.
Love you guys.
Love you.
God bless you guys. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Well, it's always good to have the Brooks on,
yes.
Long-time friend, great people, great guests. Lives just speak volumes. And it is great, because all these individuals you have shared part of your journey with. And that's what celebration is all about, is that, every day that we live and every year, and you've gone through, as you talk about your life story, how because of that life story, it has touched so many people. I mean, even those that have not met you in person, it has touched them. Their lives are enhanced. They have found joy. They have found, if you would, not only joy, they have found a reason to move forward. And so you still got them called. You got Emily. Claudette Freeman says happy birthday. Sarah. Well, of course, your daughter-in-law that was on. And then Laverne Glover says happy birthday, cousin.
That's my cousin. Hey, Vern. Love you.
Yes, so they are out there saying happy birthday to you. And by all means, just celebrate who you are and everything that you're about. Cynthia is somewhere back there. I don't know if she's in the back room, but
I'm getting ready to bring my sister.
There she goes.
Hey. How are you? I can't hear you.
Yeah,
I just unmute myself. Happy birthday!
Got the full pom-poms.
Happy birthday to my big little sister. How you feel today? How did the day make you feel when you first woke up this morning?
Well, I said I was talking to my sister Cindy, and she was like, how you feel today? I said, I sound like my grandmother, man. She was like, I feel a little strange today.
Let that be a good strange.
Yes, I'm feeling a little strange.
Many more birthdays.
Another year older. I'm feeling a little strange.
But it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
How was it there in New York?
It's a little chilly, but it's good. It's good. We had a little bit of remnants, but just all rain and wind. But we're fine. We're fine here.
Awesome.
Yeah. I know it's been difficult around, the South down there with you guys. I know it's been hard and difficult, but our prayers have, encompassed all of you guys. So, we'll continue to pray for those that have severe loss. So,
Yes, yes. I'm
mhm,
telling you, I was a little conflicted about whether I would do this or not because there's so much peril going on. My husband
mhm,
Alex, his family is from Fort Myers and they did
mm,
get hit, but we're
mm,
praying for them to,
mhm.
but people say we're praying, but we need action done too.
Right,
Right,
right.
We need
right,
help. Everybody can pray,
right.
but we always need help. We need financial help. We need
Mhm,
tangible things. We didn't
mhm,
get affected, but they did. So of course,
mhm,
we always, step in whenever we can,
mhm.
for the family. Yeah, we pray, but if they have a need, we want to be in a place where we can provide them with some assistance if needs be.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I talked to mom and dad today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Daddy called me. He said, "Hey, little girl." So I'm still his little girl.
Oh, please. Whatever.
Don't get jealous.
Whatever.
I'm dad's favorite.
Sure. He'll tell me that on June 15th. But happy birthday. I'm so excited for you. And I'm so excited for this platform too, because not everybody gets this, but you did. And well deserved at that. Well deserved.
Appreciate you. Love you. Until
Love you
soon.
too. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, all righty. She coming
Yeah,
up full
that was that.
pom-poms.
Now I
Okay.
see my daughter Stephanie, but I don't see a visual. I can't add her in for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't see a camera. Let me see if it does anything.
Stephanie is in the stream with audio only, is what I'm seeing.
Oh, Steph, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hey, little girl, my baby girl.
Hey, I'm not ready yet. Click back on me.
Well, we don't have a visual of you. We do have your voice.
Yeah, so I clicked you out. So let me know when we can see you or see my little grandson there. But yeah, Dr. J, Fort Myers, Naples, Sanibel Island, they've all been devastated because of the hurricane. And then it went all up the coast as well. And the news media will focus for a little while, and as well as I do, next week you won't hear a thing. And that's just how it is. But it doesn't mean that people don't continually need help or that their lives are
Yeah.
fixed. It means they're still in ruin. It's just that the media has moved on. So we need to be mindful of when we see things going on with organizations that will definitely get the foods and
Right.
water, clothing directly to those that need it, that you partner with them and do that. I know my church, the Faith Center, they're going to send a team and, we're going to participate with that. The Soul of a Woman Foundation always partners with Devastation. Destiny by Choice always partners, with catastrophes that happen. It's just that a lot of times people don't see what go on behind the scenes, but we're always working, always trying to do, because when you used to having nothing and you have a little something, sharing it is going to be a blessing to so many individuals. And it's Domestic Violence Month, so we both have nonprofits for domestic violence. So you want to talk about yours, Dr. J?
Well, I look at the fact of Destiny by Choice. Our whole mission was about, empowering the lives and families of those impacted by domestic and sexual violence and other related ills. And the reality is that it is something that continues to escalate. We've seen domestic violence take a rise during this whole COVID pandemic. And quite frankly, resources were really compromised inside of that. And so now what we're recognizing is that domestic violence is compounded by mental health issues and challenges and those things there, which really increases the need. So we all need to do what we can, support the Soul of the Woman Foundation and different organizations, and being able to continue to make a difference in the lives of people. And we often say it's not just shelter. Shelter is definitely good for some, but sometimes it's the support services. Sometimes it's the ability to have counseling, individual counseling, group counseling. And other times it's just a matter of simply having resources, things to eat, knowing where you're going to go, and your children feeling safe. And that's something that you've done for a long time with the Soul of a Woman Foundation. Literally, not only laying yourself bare, your own story that you've come through, but also making sure that others feel the real authentic empathy in reaching children, reaching families. And that's what really I want the audience to know today, that and that's what we're saying right at the screen there. They can see your what is ORC or OCR, and they can actually make a donation right to the Soul of a Woman Foundation there, because at the end of the day, people, the ruin of a nation begins in the homes of its people. And we could talk about all this homeland security. Well, homeland security may protect our borders, but it doesn't necessarily protect our homes. And that's where domestic violence education awareness is most needed.
Yes, I see a lot of people in the studio, but I don't see a visual of you for me to add you in. I think I see Denora. Denora, you there?
Can you hear me?
There you go. Hey, bestie.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you. I love you. Yes, I can hear you.
I don't know how to work this.
I am good. I'm good. I'm so glad you were able to chime in.
Oh yeah, girl, I had to set an alarm.
How's Detroit?
Detroit is good. We had good weather today, 75 today, so that was a blessing for October. Definitely a blessing for October.
I think they said it's going to go down in the 70s tonight.
Oh, it'll be in the low 50s by the weekend here. So.
Oh. Well, I don't know what's wrong with it, but on social media, so those of you that are in studio thing, if you can go to the Facebook page, you'll be able to see the show and also see the replay of it. And Denora and I have been friends forever. That's my bestie.
Oh yeah, that was the best thing that came out of Les Brown. I'm keeping it. It's been a while. I know Destiny was what? She was a toddler.
I think 2 maybe.
Okay, and she's what? 20? No, 19?
She's 19 now.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, in college. Wow.
And in her second year of college.
Wow.
Yeah. She's a grown woman now.
Yep. Well, she thinks so until she needs something.
Oh, well, you know how that is.
And then she said, Nana, I'm just a child.
Oh. She needs something. She's just a child.
Yes, she said, Nana, I'm just a child.
Yeah. But you're looking good.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the friendship throughout the years.
Yeah.
And, knowing that, someone has your back and you're never judging, we always step up to have one another's back, just a phone call away, no matter what state we in. You, Shirley, Diva, video, we just like pick up the phone and we on it.
Right. Genuine from day one.
Yeah. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Oh, you're welcome. I love you, bestie.
All righty.
The next time.
Until next time.
Love you.
Love you.
Take care, Denora. Wow, you got a lot of people there. You got some people out there on Facebook land. We got happy birthday. I pray God shower with you many blessings as you are a blessing to others. That's coming from Carla Saunders, who's a former guest on the show and everything. Carla is just recovering from under the weather. Charmaine Wright is saying happy birthday to you, as well as Felicia Meadows. Remember, we had Felicia on and her son when he was graduating from high school. Get ready to go. So
thank you.
A lot of people out there who, once again, your journey has definitely touched and impact. Listen, 63 years to be able to celebrate life, to be able to celebrate the fact that this is just your second year. Just you're driving a stick shift, and so you're just taking it to another gear inside of what's happening. Because I honestly believe that your best is ahead of you. I have concluded that I refuse to listen to those that say, "Well, you're getting old." I refuse to say, "Well, no, I'm not getting old. I'm simply getting more seasoned." That's I'm
Yeah,
getting more seasoned.
that's a good word, Dr.
Yeah,
J. I'm
yeah,
seasoned.
yeah, yes. That's exactly what's right. Okay, listen. If this is 63, then 63 must be the new 43. That's
Hmm.
what's happening here. Yeah, 63 must
I,
be the new 43.
I like the numbers you're throwing out there. Sounds pretty good to me.
So that's what's happening there. And so it's happy birthday time as we celebrate the work. Val, I call it the few years of silence, and not that it was, but I say the years between the fact of living in the garage to the birthing of everything that came after that. And a lot of people don't understand birthing. Birthing you must make a capacity to birth something. And
Hmm.
sometimes the capacity is expanded inside of the pain that you go through. But look at what it birthed. It produced books. It produced relationship. It produced empowerment. It produced all of those things there. So your journey has been quite incredible. Be literally incredible. Being able to relate to people, say, I know where you've been. I've been there too. And once again, if you can look up, you can get up. And you've proven that in so many ways.
Yeah, it has definitely been an incredible journey. I remember when I moved here over 40 years, about 41 years ago, my daughter Latoya, she's 40 now. So I moved here
The babies.
41 years ago. And the obstacles, I never knew about discrimination until I got here to South Florida. In
Wow.
New York, you don't worry about someone's color per se or what nationality they're from. We're like a big melting pot.
Mhm.
People are people. And I still say people are people. I don't discriminate. I don't care if you're darker than me, whiter than me, blue, purple, green. It doesn't matter because all our blood is red. But I never knew about discrimination till I got here. So I came here swinging and fighting,
Oh no.
saying, what's going on here? Because I wasn't used to any of this. And then to go through a marriage for 19 years and 17 years of it was domestic violence. And then, you know, finding myself homeless, living in a garage. Then a few years later, my cousin Debbie's the one who took me to the meeting where I met Les Brown.
Wow.
That's how that all came together. I had just got my apartment, and you can read that in my book from the
Absolutely.
soulawoman.com. So you can go to my website from the soulawoman.com, and I actually talk about that in my book where I went to the event, and that's how our paths crossed, and the rest is history. We've been friends and business partner for all these many years, and I never knew that I would have the life I had. I never knew that I would travel to different countries and states and cities. I never knew I would be a speaker, an author of 4 books. It's like,
Right.
did I do all that? It's just like having 4 children. They would be like, how did you manage with 4 kids? You just do it. It
Yes.
wasn't a chore. You just do it. It was a responsibility. And, when I got jobs, I worked my jobs. I did what I had to do because I knew I needed to eat. I needed to provide for my family. And I didn't have to do it in the bed. I used
Right.
my mind and I used my hands. And that's how I got to the next level. Because when God is with you, he's more than enough.
Wow.
So that was the journey. That was the process that I took to, move forward to live this life. And I just never imagined it for myself. So anybody that's going through, yes, there were times when I felt defeated and I felt that, what's the point? There was many days that it felt like the wind was going to be snatched out of me and I wouldn't be able to take another breath, but it wasn't about me. Our lives are never about ourselves. Our lives are about what God wants to do through us. And I knew I had 4 little people that were dependent on me, so checking out wasn't an option. My best thing to do was to keep swinging. And I want to encourage you that are out there, male, female, no matter what you're going through, hold on. Hold on. Don't let go. Don't be defeated. Like Dr. J said, Les Brown says, if you can look up, you can get up. So every day is a day for new beginnings. And I thank you and I appreciate all of you that have tuned in and joined me tonight, because it's because of you that I keep doing what I do. You encourage me, you inspire me to be better, you inspire me to do more. And I appreciate you all so much. I have someone else in the studio. Let me see. That's my sister, Sheila B.
Hello. Happy birthday, big sister.
How are you there from Columbia, South Carolina?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just getting
You see, we all have these teeth here,
Yes.
all the teeth. Hello, Brother JR.
How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Awesome. You
Yes.
see this young lady here? She, I think she lost her keys somewhere or whatever, and somewhere she lost some years somewhere, because she's trying to convince us all that she's 63, and we're all demanding ID.
Oh my goodness, she got in those lies. Yeah, she is 63. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. That's my big sister.
Look at there.
That's 10 years apart.
Wow.
Yes.
That's something.
So to God be the glory. And I just want
God is so good.
and take an opportunity to say, sister, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you and your many accomplishments. You are my shero.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
love you so much. I thank you so much for dropping by, sister. I know this girl is one of the hardest working women I know. she has so many jobs.
Yeah, man, Jamaican man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
It is good seeing you. Good seeing you. Definitely.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I tell you. Well, one thing that is for sure, that I think people are inspired. They're inspired when they do see hard work pay off. And I think that's one of the things that people have to get in their mind. There's not a magic wand that's going to get you up out of oppression, that's going to get you up out of situation. It's not a magic wand, but there is this thing that we call effort. There's prayer, there's effort, there's determination there. And I always say to people, you have to have faith. Now, faith doesn't make things easier, but it does make it possible.
Yes.
It doesn't make it easy here, but it makes it possible. Faith makes things possible. And so when we have faith and we engage faith, it makes things possible. And I believe that we have to begin to really adapt a new mindset. And literally your journey is really the epitome of what I'm about to say, because you could have given up. You could have thrown in the towel. You could have found yourself in what I call the whirlwind of pity. There are some people that go through things and they will be victims the rest of their lives because of what they tell themselves. They keep saying, poor me, you don't know how bad I had it. Poor me, you don't know what I went through. Or you're an individual who recognizes the fact that you continue to press forward with faith, with prayer, determination. And I believe that when we do that, we can turn the word impossible to being what it should be, meaning I am possible. I am possible to succeed. I am possible to be promoted. I am possible to have victory. And that is what you do. So when people see you now, they have to understand there were some steps that you went through, And
It was a
mainly,
journey.
it was a journey. It was
A
no
lot of
magic wand.
tears,
Exactly.
a lot of heartbreaks,
Yes.
but I kept doing it. I kept doing it every day. I had to keep getting up. I have my daughter Stephanie. If she's going to be here, Steph, where are you, little girl?
Hey, hey, hey. Well, look at the
Good
little
morning.
girl I
How
used to
y'all
know. Look at here.
Hey, look at
Oh,
my
wow. Look
grandson,
at here. Look
Carter
at here.
and Jeremy. Hello.
Look there.
Carter, turn around and say hi, happy birthday to Nana.
Let me tell you, Dr. J, it makes it all worth it. No matter what you go through, you grow
Yes.
through it. And when I see these little babies come forth and see the success of my children, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah. It does. And they too have been resilient. They too have been their own story. They too, it's a testament and an epitome of what it means once again. Operation lockdown on your faith, lockdown on your belief, lockdown on your determination. Ain't nobody trying to hear no pity party. We are about moving forward, right?
Right.
And that's what they've
Yeah.
done. Stephanie, it's good seeing you. I can't
Nice
believe
seeing
it.
you too.
Oh my God. And God even let you have a little boy, little baby. Look at there. Look at there.
Woo-hoo, that's him.
This is so precious. That's a birthday present within itself.
I know. I can't get but my jaws. I love them so much.
Yes.
And I love all of you that have tuned in and chimed in for me. Just to wish me a good happy birthday, just to be in the audience. I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bye,
right, love you, Mom.
Carter.
It's
Love
good
you.
seeing you guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, we'll get off. Bye, guys.
Bye. Wow. Wow.
Those are the people. I have another guest, Erica.
Look at here.
This is my other spiritual daughter, Erica. How are you, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for chiming in.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. Look at her face. I love that little face. Her smile is so unique,
Yes.
precious.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm well, and I'm even more blessed that you called in to say happy birthday.
Oh, of course. Yes. Okay.
Dr. J, I have daughters, spiritual daughters, and she's one of them.
Well, that's a blessing. It is a blessing. One thing about it along the journey, when you're going to, you never know what you're going to birth or be part of birthing or whose lives you're going to change. But that's why I say we never go through anything for naught. It always have a purpose. It always have a plan. And Erica, once again, maybe you can vouch for her. She's been trying to convince everybody here that she's 63, but she has not produced any ID yet. So, I don't know if we're buying it here.
No. She look real good for her age.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's looking well. And I heard when she got up this morning, she didn't have to put any icy hot on or rub herself down.
Right.
She didn't have to get the oil can or nothing like that. So
She just got up and go.
absolutely.
No, because I posted on Facebook. I got up and washed my face and stuff, and I said, "Okay, I gotta get glam, little semi glam today." So, and it took me a couple hours to do this.
Okay.
My
Well,
son
you're allowed to
Daniel
do it.
called
It's
earlier,
your
and he was like, he called me on FaceTime, and I was busy working and stuff, and he was like, I look like Celie from the Color Purple.
Too funny.
But all of you are pieces of me, and you make me so happy. Thank you so much, Erica, for calling in.
Oh, no problem. Well, you have a good night.
Take care. That one she also has a lot of jobs.
I'm trying to keep up.
Well, keeping up, honey.
Right. All right.
Love
Take
you.
care. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Wow. You got some people out here. I guess it just says Facebook users. But happy birthday, big sis. I love you. And someone just witnessed to the fact, yes, it is. Yes, I am possible. And that's what we want to continue to spread. Yeah,
It
you're
is
possible.
possible. It is, no matter what you're going through or see that you're facing right now. I mean, I used to say to myself, today is a good day and tomorrow is going to be a better day because it's better than it was yesterday.
Absolutely. We have to find the things that will keep us going forward. I believe this. One thing I think for me every day, I'm reminded, no matter what I face, that each day that we are experiencing new mercies. Look, not borrowed mercies, not warmed over mercies, not not what we call thrift shop mercies, but new mercies every day. And so it matters not what my last night ended in. Matter of fact, I like to say that when we talk about weeping endures but a night, I think about that because every time I wake up in the morning, you know what I said? I talk about the fact that yesterday ended last night. I'm in a new day. Yesterday ended last night. This is a new day, a new chapter. And that's where you are. You are in a new chapter. Lillian, I think you got ahead. She said, happy 64th birthday, blessings.
I see my niece Faith in here. I don't know. Let me see if I can get her on audio. Faith, are you there?
Yes, 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm just getting off work.
Okay, that's my baby Faith. She work hard too.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hey.
Happy
we've been
birthday,
talking about
Auntie.
this for the last few minutes about how faith make things possible, not easy.
Make myself a little presentable here. Getting a little
You're
presentable.
working at the hospital with patients.
No, I'm home now.
You're home?
Yes.
It's so good to see your face.
Same to you.
I love you.
I love you more. I'm going to cash app you for some lunch.
You will cash it. Lunch? That's all I get is lunch?
I'm going to get you something a weekend.
Why don't you just come and let me see your face in person and get a kiss?
Okay, I'll come.
That's all Auntie need is a hug.
Okay, I'm coming.
Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
My baby,
Dr. Fabiola says happy birthday, blessings, and Lillian, happy birthday.
I see Patricia in the studio. Let me see. She was one of our guests, and she is Sarah's mother. Hello, Patricia.
Hi to you both. Happy birthday again, Valorie. Many, many blessings.
Do I look better now?
Oh my goodness. Well, you always look good. Like I said, when I saw you, I'm always in amazement. I can't believe it. You and I are the same age and you look great. Always looking so glamorous.
No, when I was talking to Daniel earlier on the phone.
You were fine. He made me laugh.
He made me laugh too.
God knows what he says. He sees me when I'm here staying with the baby in the morning with no makeup.
He told me, hey, Seely.
So how are you both? How are you both doing?
Oh, good? Doing really good, really good. Yeah. I said, I got to massage my jaws tonight from smiling so much. Everything made me so happy.
Well, a lot of people love you, and they're all here to wish you good things. I know it's going to be a great year for you, as always.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to serving and doing whatever the Lord says.
Well, you definitely are a blessing to all of us. So keep doing what you're doing, because everything you do with excellence, and that's a blessing in itself.
Well, I appreciate you so much, Patricia. Absolutely. Thank you so much for dropping by.
It's good seeing you.
Yes, same here. I know. Yes, you both look good.
Yeah, we don't look like what we've been through. That's for sure.
I always say that. we're here. That's what matters, right?
Absolutely.
We showed
Absolutely.
up.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Well,
Talk with
best
you
to both
soon,
of you.
Patricia.
Okay. God bless,
Thank you.
Love
God
Patricia.
you.
bless.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, this is this. Oh, we almost out of time. Oh, almost out of time, are we? No, we got another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, we have
It's a good
15
one.
minutes, definitely.
Yeah, but this journey it's been great. When I look back over the years, the different things that I went through, and I don't talk much about my growing up age, but I grew up in New York, and I graduated from school in South Carolina, and man, Dr. J, I was bad in school.
Oh no, I don't believe it. Don't pollute my perception.
I was bad. It's like it was because I saw things and I envisioned things, I dreamed things, and I didn't know how to get to it.
Wow.
So it caused me to just go on a journey of searching. And I think that's what happens to a lot of individuals. They know that they're called for a purpose. They know that there's so much more for them to do. They know that, life isn't just about going to work, going to church, and coming home and hoping you get married. That there's so many gifts and talents that individuals have, and they just don't know how to find that path, how to connect with what they envision for themselves. And I wanted to share, and the reason why I said that I started rough because I was trying to figure it out. I wanted to know more. I wanted to, and when I found out about God, I used to every holiday, especially Easter and stuff, they used to show Jesus of Nazareth, the Ten
Right.
Commandments,
Yes, absolutely.
and what was that? All the Jesus things. I used to
Yes.
watch it, and I was just so amazed at this person that they call Jesus, and why would he give his life and be hung up on a cross for me? The program would show that he did this just for me, and I just didn't understand it.
Absolutely.
And so I went on to this journey of searching, trying to figure it out. And I was growing up, me and my sister, my cousin Tiffany, we used to look up at the sun because we used to talk about God. And she used to say he was up there, and I was like, where? She was like, he's up there, and I'm like, where? And I said, well, the only place he could be is in the sun. So we used to stand there and we used to try and look at the sun. And then when we looked down and we saw these spots and stuff, and see, that's why I have to wear glasses every now and then, because
Staring at the sun.
I was trying to see the sun.
Wow.
I was trying to see the sun. And this thing is, a lot of people go through this journey searching and doing things because they're searching. They want more. They want to do more. They want to see more. They want to be more. But I want to encourage you not to give up. It doesn't matter how old you are. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your purpose. And you say, Dr. Val, well, what's my purpose? Well, each day that you get up and you have an idea, start walking towards that idea that you envision or see for yourself. There's so much resources at your hands right now, because now you can just say, hey, Google, or hey, Alexa. I didn't call you Alexa, but there's so many ways that you can move forward now. They've done so many different things so that you can progress and get to the next level. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, as they say. So there's really no excuse for me even moving forward, except for people's like, well, I don't have the money to do it. Do you know I didn't have any money to do anything? Could you imagine working yourself out of a garage into an apartment with 4 kids, 4 bad kids at the time? They were going through their emotional thing because they were trying to figure it out too. And then I had to have the wherewithal mentally to say, hey, if you went through some trauma mentally and emotionally, they have to be going through something too. So my perspective changed. And a lot of times we have to change our perspective on things. I was driving down Commercial Boulevard, and me and Alex was talking, and there was this big building that they were building on the corner of Rock Island and Commercial, and the thing was ugly. It was like a Goliath. I was like, why would they put this ugly building here on this corner? And every week that I would go by it, it was, they were doing more and a little more and a little more. And then now you see that building, and it is so beautiful. It's so nice, but it turned out to be this ugly little thing. And, that's how we are in our lives. Sometimes we're a little rough around the edges, and we just need to be cleaned off a little bit. God needs to just shape us and mold us into that perfect person that he needs us to be. But we have to be patient, and we have to look around us at our surroundings and feel what's around us. And I'm telling you, the voices will come to you, not the crazy voices, but the voices will come to you and lead you to where you need to be. When you're in alignment, when you're with your assignment that God has for your life, the people will come into your life space to help you walk out that journey.
Yeah, that's so important.
I know now, I had no idea I would know the people I know now. And I never thought I would know celebrities, have their numbers in my phone, and think actors and entertainers. I never thought that I would have these resources at my hand. And, and they're my friends. I started to, when I thought about doing this virtual birthday party, I started to call everybody famous I knew and say, I need you to come on and join and be on my virtual birthday party. And I was like, you know what? They didn't make me. The people that are on Facebook, my family, my friends, they made me. I just know you because of the journey I took. But my audience, the people that follow me, the people that support me, the people who've invested in me, they're the ones that made me. And I wanted to share this time with them.
And rightfully so, because what you've demonstrated is this, even in that statement, people wake up every day, and believe it or not, either there's a void inside of them that lets them know that there's more. There's definitely more to life than what it is. And we must have the courage to pursue the more that is out there. The thing that often happens, however, is that when fear grips us, and fear will cause you to become conformed to your conforms. In other words, your comfortability. When you find yourself motivated to break beyond that which have made you comfortable, that is when life really starts happening. The thing that happened, like you said, some might say, well, I don't have money, I don't have this. And what that is a voice that is basically saying to you that in order for you to do this or be that you have to be great from the beginning. But we know that you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. And so when you say that, listen, the famous people is not who made me. It is right here from the common people I've dealt with, family all along. And that ought to be vivid proof. The fact of the matter is that your will, your determination, your faith, those things, the ability to believe that there's something greater than you, understanding that you are not here by afterthought, you're created with purpose, for purpose, and on purpose. And that's the main thing. When life tries to make you feel like there's no reason for you to have an address here, you must remember that you're created with purpose, for purpose, and on purpose. And it's all right, because your address where you are today might not be your address tomorrow. And that's exactly what you want. I thought about here just a few days ago, in my 40 years of being in South Florida, I thought about how many places have I lived? From my first house, from my first apartment, and where have I moved inside of that spectrum? And I realized I've had some different addresses, but so have life been. We have different addresses because guess what? Promotion sometimes takes us to a different address. Adversity takes us to a different address. Challenges takes us to a different address, and we just got to be willing to answer the mail. When the mail come, sometime we go through things and it produce a forwarding address. I'm no longer there anymore, but I move forward, and that's when we know that we are conquering fear. That's when we know that we're learning from what we've gone through, because we all will go through something. So we need people to understand that no matter how great, glamorous, prosperous we look, or things like that,
Right.
all of us have gone through, all of us will go through. But here's the caveat: it's not enough to go through if you don't grow through.
If you don't grow through
You
it.
are, because you grow through what you go through. And that's the whole point about it. We're not trying to call a party. Ain't nothing on this line today about a pity party. It's a virtual celebration. Why? Because those that have shared your journey realize that you've gone from one place to another, and you continue to be elevated. You continue to see the doors open, and you continue to see that address being forwarded to the next step. So, my encouragement to others, even when they look at you, I want to encourage folks that have not purchased your book, to go to FromTheSoulOfAWoman.com. Go and purchase the books, purchase them, because each one has a phenomenal story. From your story of your testimony of about love, Love Should Not Hurt, the very first book, From the Soul of a Woman, Love Shouldn't Hurt, to everything, Forgiving Your Past or For Your Future, Unveiling Secrets of the Heart. All of these books talks about a journey.
Yeah.
Talks about what made you free, because what we have to understand, even victims of victims of domestic violence, or victims of anything, liberation is not just getting out of the relationship. That's not word liberation. That's physical liberation. No longer in the house, I've got a place. But there's a liberation that goes another step, and that's the liberation of mind, the liberation of mind, of spirit, of soul. And that's what you actually kind of talk about in the subsequent books, because you talk about you're not going to be held in this bondage, a cage of unforgiveness. You're not going to keep me back where I was, because of the fact I have chosen to forgive my past in order to free my future.
Free my future.
And that's the whole thing about it. I used to listen to Fantasia. She would say, if you don't want to talk to me, go ahead and free yourself. Well, I say that in reverse, that sometimes we ourselves have to make up in our mind that, listen, no matter what negative chatter that is trying to enter our way, we're going to free ourselves. We're going to divest ourselves from negativity. We're going to divest ourselves from those people who have a long-term memory of where we were and cannot recognize where we are. We're going to just simply do the work, because the fact your chapter, your pages that you're writing in your life continue on. Today is the first page of chapter 63.
Woohoo! Oh my God. It sounds strange.
Chapter 63.
I have another guest. Oh, my sister Dorlee, how are you?
Good. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetie. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm so well that I see your face. Thank you so much for calling in and checking in on me.
I hope you enjoyed your day.
It was a busy day, but it was a good day. Because, when I say it's busy, but it was a good day, I'm glad I'm still part of it.
I know that's right.
Absolutely.
So
I love you so much.
Love you. Thank you so much for dropping by.
You're welcome.
All righty.
Bye. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
God bless. From coast to coast.
Let me see who else is here. Shirley.
Oh, look at
Hi.
There's my other bestie, Shirley.
Happy birthday, sweetie.
Thank you, from Michigan.
Oh, yes. And you know what? 3 years ago, I was there in Florida celebrating with you. And the pictures popped up in my timeline. I said, oh my God, 3 years ago, I was there with her.
Right. Right. We actually went to the play together and everything, right?
We went to the play, went out to eat. We just had a whole weekend.
Yeah, Denora was here.
Yes.
Look at there. Look at there. Well, was that chapter 60 or chapter 60? I guess that was chapter 60.
That was chapter
No, that was
60.
my 60th birthday party.
Yeah.
So
Right.
my parents and
Right.
my
Right.
sisters, they all came
Yeah,
down
we
for
all
my
flew
birthday.
in for
Hold up.
a whole weekend of
You were
celebration.
there?
I was there. What are you talking about? Yes.
There.
That's why I wanted to do the number check. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you're all there. I have longtime friends, as I said earlier, that, we cannot talk, and then pick up the phone, and then whatever it is, whatever we just got it. It's just that connection, that
Got it.
family love connection. It's just like family, family looks out, family sticks together, and we do what we have to do to make sure everyone stays empowered. And
Yes.
that's what is, one of the things, Shirley, that we went through the journey when the market crashed.
Oh yes. Oh,
Talk about that.
oh my God. That was a time in our lives when we had so many things that were going on. We were trying to bring ourselves to a point where we could be stable amidst of a market and then we just decided that we're not going to participate. And when I think about it now, I was like, what were we thinking about? But we were right. We
Yeah.
did not participate in the market crash.
Mhm.
In other words, we didn't stop traveling. We did not say, okay, we can't spend this because we don't know what's going to happen.
Nothing was ever
decided
cut
that-
off.
Yeah, we just decided that, look, if we trust and believe that God has our back, then why are we allowing the fear of what's going to happen tomorrow control us today? So we decided on that level that we were going to live our lives. We were going to also continue to do the work that God had, brought us here to do.
Yeah.
And we also decided that we was going to encourage our children not to participate in it because people were committing suicide. People were, losing their job, quitting their jobs, leaving their homes, leaving their marriages. All kind of crazy stuff was happening. Everyone seemed to hit a panic button at the same time.
Yes.
But we decided, iron sharpen iron. That's when we started saying that to each other. That we would sharpen our, if I was down, she would pick me up.
Yes.
And if she was down, I would pick her up. If I needed something, she had me. If she needed something, I had her.
Yes.
So with that and keeping our faith, and remember we were praying a lot. We was meeting with Hazel on the, in the conference call. We were so deep in our word that the world around us was falling apart, but we were still soaring.
Yes.
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 Yeah, it was me, Denora, Devra.
Yes.
Debbie. We just was like, we're just going to keep moving forward. We've come too far to give up. And
yes,
even now with the current state that the world is in, with the hurricanes, with the floods, with the wars going on, with the pandemic, people going through COVID, I've never seen so many people lose their mind during this COVID season. And part of it is because you don't have the Prince of Peace with you.
You don't, right?
Right. I always put it, the word of God tells us to put a demand on the anointing. Well, I put a demand on God because I'm like, Lord, you made me, you know all about me, you know my goings, you know my comings. In you I live, in you I move, in you I have my being. So if these things are true, I trust you to be who you are. So whatever happens, it's your responsibility.
Yes.
And that's the mindset that we took on every day. And also one of the things we did, Shirley, Denora, Debbie, Diva, Lavinia, what we did was we had accountability partners.
Yes.
Lindia was even one of my accountability partners. There was days I didn't want to get out of bed after my divorce. And she would be like, no, you need to get up from there. There's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
She was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm in the bed." And she was like, "No, no, no. You need to get up from there." And she's in another state, and she would call and check on me and say, "No, no, you need to get up." So you need accountability partners, people that love you and care about you, and that you have to be open to the possibilities of what's possible. We don't know what's possible when we're going through the fire. We don't know what's possible when we can't see before us because all we see is what's right here. But if you have people that believe in you and know that you got what it takes, I don't have no friends that are jealous of what I have.
No.
I don't have no friends that are jealous of the fact that I got a husband, except for Shirley. She got mad and got one right after me.
See?
That was so awesome. My girl Sylvia, Sylvia was there with us. We was just into it.
I mean,
all of us got married within a year or two of each other, and so it was
and the
just
thing
so
about
awesome. We will ride or die.
And the thing about it, we all said we would not get married again.
I never said that.
Yeah, yes, you did. And then the
Let
thing
us
about
be
it, we
clear.
have a photo. We took a photo together as Sib came down, and every one of us got married in the order in which we were standing in that photo.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
really
Yes.
awesome. And you're right, because there was a time I was like, I'm enjoying my life, being free, traveling. I don't have to check in with nobody.
Wow.
I don't have to feed nobody but me.
Wow.
But we didn't know the plan that God had for us at that time. And only He could have orchestrated it to way that it happened, that each one of us got married, And I just thank God for being awesome in my life, and I hold Him accountable for what He promised me. I remind Him, because sometimes I say, "Oh, did you forget what you promised me?" I'm not going to try to do this without you.
Wow.
Yes.
It's been amazing when I listen to you all talk about everything from that time where you was dealing with the whole crisis thing. But the thing that held y'all together through you being able to walk through things together goes back to a word that you actually used earlier. And you talk about subscription. We all have subscriptions to whether it's, whether it's magazines or subscriptions to something or another. And what we subscribe to is what are those things that they're in our lives. They're part of who we are. I don't go and check every month and say, "Oh God, is my BET Plus coming out?" No, I subscribe to it. But because you all subscribe to faith, because you all subscribe to belief, because you all subscribe to really the word of God. You talked about how you guys got buried in the word. I believe that your subscription will guide you to your prescription to get through what you need to. And reason many people are misguided is because they're subscribing to the wrong thing. So when they need a prescription to get out of thing, it becomes very much an aloof because my subscription is the wrong things. I believe all the naysayers. I believe all the negative things in the world. I believe that the world has come crashing down. No, when we subscribe to understanding peace, understanding the will of God, understand the promises that are there. And I love what you said, hey, you remind him of the promise that you made, but if I don't know the promise, then I can't remind him if I don't hear it. So it goes back to what we subscribe to. Our subscription will determine our prescription. And when our prescription comes and we get our prescription filled, we can say, hallelujah, we came through that one too.
Yes.
So that is so amazing in terms of things. And just to be able to celebrate each other coming to different chapters of your life and, having walked together for years, having watched each other go through both the highs and the lows. That is what makes life beautiful, because it's easy for people to celebrate us on the other side. People who only sees us where we are now. But when you've had some valley walkers, when you've had some turbulence assistance with you, man, you recognize the fact that there's nothing that you cannot get through. So, hey, what can I say? Chapter 63, she looks mighty free. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by, Shirley.
Oh, you're
Appreciate you.
welcome. And enjoy the rest of your day. You know that you got to enjoy the whole month, because you know
Yeah.
I'm a month celebrator. I like to celebrate the entire birthday month. So
Absolutely.
and yours is in the beginning of the month, baby. You got what, 27 more days.
Absolutely.
So
Love
have
you
a
much.
wonderful. I
Bye.
love you.
Love you too.
All righty. All right. It's always good seeing all
Yeah,
of those.
Dr. J, this has been so amazing. And, I like sharing and encouraging individuals because, like I said, I've been through a lot of things and it was not easy. But for those that are going through situations and things, no, it's not always going to be easy, but you can
Yes.
do it, you can make it, you can survive it. And your latter days will be better than your former. Why? Because you've had experience.
Absolutely.
And the
Absolutely.
wind doesn't bother you anymore. The hail won't succumb and overshadow you where you can't see when it's pouring. So, I just want to encourage those of you that, God has bought me, he can bring you through. God has kept me. He can keep you too. I had 4 children, got 4 kids that I had to pull along this journey with me. And a lot of times I really didn't know what I was doing, but I knew they had to eat and I knew I had to pay bills. So I want to encourage you that you got to pay your bills. You got to keep your credit, or if you don't have good credit, start getting good credit, walking in integrity, paying some bills so that you'll be able to buy what
Absolutely.
you want and be able to do what you want. These are, we're going to have some shows so we can help empower individuals so they can be their best self. And it's not easy. Life is hard. Don't let anybody say, "Oh, it's easy. Why are you doing this? Why you can't do this? All you need to do is this. All you need to do is that." Everybody has a different path. Everybody will have a different journey. Everybody will have a different struggle, but you can survive it. Too much is given, much is required. Just think about all the hell you may be going through.
Mhm.
The key thing is going through it. You're going
Yes.
to come out on the other side.
Yes. Yes. Well,
If
we always say no matter what we're going
himself
through.
had to carry that cross to Calvary, had to be whipped and, talked about. Just imagine all the things he had to do. And even the 12 friends he had with him that he thought had his back, even one betrayed him.
Absolutely.
He still said, "I'm going to do this because it's not about me." So just think about whatever you're going through right now, grow through it.
Mhm.
Learn the lessons in it. And
Absolutely.
those lessons are going to be what empowers you to inspire you to do more, to be a force to be reckoned with on this planet.
Dr. Val, that those have been very encouraging, inspiring words, and those words I believe that are universal. When you talk about going through things and overcoming things, I believe that when we really look back over it, as you just got through saying, what has happened is that God has established a track record in our lives. You know, we live in a society today that when we start talking about people receiving treatment or we have course curriculum, there's a word that came forth some years ago and they started talking about evidence based. You got to have an evidence based curriculum. You got to have evidence based. Well, let me say something to you. With every trial that you come through, with every challenge that you've overcome, with every wind that has blown your way and God has brought you through, he has just provided you an evidence base that your faith will bring you out. Your faith will lift you up. Your faith will bring you through things, because whatever we are going through, it cannot last.
It doesn't last.
It didn't
And
come to
even
stay.
if it does, sometimes you will go through it. It will take years. Sometimes you will be standing in faith, wanting God to move in a certain area, and it will take years. But in the process of you waiting for that, he will give you so much more to occupy until the manifestation comes.
And that's the part I love about it, because the manifestation will come. It is going to come. Because as I was saying, whatever we're going through, it cannot last. It did not come to stay. It only came to pass. It's got to pass. Nothing stays constant. Seasons don't stay constant. Listen, we've just come through a hurricane, but at the end of November, guess what? Hurricane season is over. We have different seasons in our lives, and if
We all have seasons.
if we can endure, we'll get through the season. If we can believe and trust, we will get through the season. And what I believe that, and oftentimes when we even go through some of the greatest challenges and calamities, if nothing else, pick up the pieces, because in the pieces is the story. In the pieces, it's the story. It is a lesson that shows us that this is why we overcame. And I believe that when you celebrate birthdays and milestones, it's a time of reflection. It's a time of rejoicing. But in that time, you think about the things that you've overcome, the triumphant things that you've come through, things that you couldn't even believe, that if anyone would have told you then what you would have overcome now, you wouldn't have believed them. But that is what I'm saying, evidence-based. It is evidence-based. God showed up again. Yes, he kept us in the midst of storm. Yes, through all kind of disappointment, he defied the odds. He defied the odds. But once again, because we subscribe, we look to believe in him. We chose to put our faith there, and not in our faith inside of calamities, because we know when it's all said and done, it's nothing like hearing them say, peace, be still. Be still. And that's really where we are. Peace, be still. So guess what? I encourage myself every day with simply these words here. And I believe this is that to be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication and with thanksgiving, I got to open my mouth, make my request known unto God. And then he promises this, not only to make our request known, then he says that this, and then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding is going to keep my heart and mind. So I open my mouth, my request is known. And then he said, okay, I got you. Because his peace is going to keep my heart and mind through that. And so it doesn't matter what's going on around me. I've got a peace that I'm coming through it. And that's what victory looks like. Victory looks like, I can't tell you necessarily how I came through. I just know that I came through leaning and trusting. That's what I know. So it's powerful. Absolutely.
Yes, just like, a woman giving birth to a child, you go through travail. The pain is so real and so live. Do you think even after this baby comes out that it's going to still be hurting? But after it passes, the joy of that child coming forth, the pain dissipates. You don't even remember it until you get ready to go that trip again. But
which shows that you have a lot of faith.
But it has been a pleasure sharing this evening with all of you that have tuned in. I thank you so much. I so much appreciate you. And I would ask that you visit my website from thesoulofAwoman.com. And this little round circle that's in the front here, that is, if you scan it with your phone, it will take you to the website. Support the Soul of a Woman Foundation, which is for domestic violence. And I know a lot of people would probably use Cash App, but this is my Cash App if you want to send donations. I prefer you do it with the website because it will give you a receipt showing that it's a tax donation. And but if you send it to me, I'll get it. This is my Cash App, but I would prefer that you do it through the website because it does go to the foundation and it does go to that which it is purpose. But if you just want to just be a blessing and give it to me, most of the time I just give it to the foundation or find somebody to give it to the blessed because, like I said, domestic violence doesn't take a holiday. There is no break. This is Cancer Awareness Month, so we will have individuals talking about cancer to bring awareness, but domestic violence is Dr. J and I's foundation that we're passionate about. So we appreciate you supporting us in the work that we are doing. And here is Dr. J's website if you want to connect with him to be a blessing to his nonprofit, Destiny by Choice. And we thank you once again for celebrating my 63rd birthday with me. God bless. Until next Tuesday. Good night.
Good night.